Alright, what's going on, guys? So we are on this canal that I fished once before. Fished it almost 2 years ago. It's like 23.5 months ago since I fished it. Back then I came here looking for an eastern happy cichlid, and I caught, I believe, 3 of those. That's a species that is not very widespread down here in Florida. It is from Africa, and its population has been diminishing over the last several years. So what I would really like to do is see if I can catch some more of them, see if they're still here in this canal, because they might not be. We had a pretty nice cold front move through earlier this winter, so they might have all died. But I would also like to see if I can get that or maybe some other fish on some artificial lures. Last time I got them on live worms, which I did not bring any worms with me. It is very tough to fish this canal just because it is a very steep bank, and the bank is very sandy. It's all sand and like loose rocks and shells. Very tough footing. But yeah, we'll try it out. Hopefully we can get some and have a good little day here. Alright, so here's what we're going to be fishing. It's the Euro tackle plankton. It is 1/2 inch, really small. I've got that on a little ice fishing style jig head, just because it's a small canal. There's not going to be too many big fish here. So far what I've seen down here are some larger tilapia, like maybe that big or so, and then a lot of like little small mosquito fish. Nothing of like an in-between medium size. But yeah, let's fish it. Like I said, very steep, very tough to get any sort of good footing. And I found a deeper spot here where this kind of pipe lets out. Fishing pipes is usually pretty good because as that water flows out of the pipe, it's going to erode some of the stuff down there. Oh, got a fish. What is it? Oh, that was so easy. First drop, we got an eastern happy cichlid. You got to be kidding me. I did not think it would be that easy. Yeah, so I brought my photo tank, but it's going to be really tough to get down to the water to get access, so I don't think I'm going to use it. But yeah, we got our first eastern happy cichlid, my first drop. As soon as the little plankton hit the bottom, all these fish came from under, I don't know what they came from out of, but they just kind of appeared out of nowhere and completely ambushed it. So first fish is the one that we wanted on the little Euro tackle plankton. So it is an absolutely great start to the day. Alright, yeah, so right now I do not see any fish over there. It might be hiding like under this vegetation here, or there's some lily pad type things off to the sides. I didn't see any earlier either, but as soon as this hit the bottom, let's try this again. A whole bunch of fish just swarmed it. There they are. Oh, yeah, they're coming all over the place for this thing. Alright, I had a school of maybe like 10 or 12 of them come out. They are small though. So even though this is a small lure, it's still a little big for them, but we can get one. Come on now. Let's play catch and release with some of these guys here. There's a lot of them down there. I don't know if they're all eastern happies, but let's see if we can get a couple more, because that was the goal today. So I know they're still in here, but it's a rarer fish, so let's see if we can catch a couple of them. Got him. Another nice little eastern happy. Alright, so we got our second one, but the second one was much harder to get than the first. That school of fish that was down there got spooked pretty easily. After like 1 or 2 of these would bite this on every drop, the school kind of dispersed. I guess they realized it's not actually food. So I think we're gonna have to switch spots at least a little bit to try to catch some more of these guys, because there were like 10 or 15 of them on the first couple drops, and now there's like 1 or 2 of them still chasing it. So these guys, I guess they're smart little cichlids. So yeah, got 2 of them on the little Euro tackle plankton. It's tough to move around here, but let's move down a little bit. Maybe I'll get lucky under those like lily pad type things over there. Oh, got him. This one's bigger. Oh, this is a nice one. Best one of the day. Almost lost my footing there. Yeah, so look at the size of this one. This is actually probably my PB Eastern Happy. I've never caught him this big. All the ones I've caught in the past were like the ones I caught today, which were much smaller than this one. If I could find more of these, that would be great, because this guy can very easily inhale this lure. But beautiful, beautiful colors. It's got like this metallic color here on the fins. The coloration looks like when oil or like gasoline gets wet, you know, like that rainbow pattern. Look just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. But I'm really glad to see that there are still Eastern Happy cichlids in this canal, and it seems like they're thriving. So the little cold front that we had earlier this winter doesn't seem to have harmed their populations. Got him, little guy. Is this another Eastern Happy? Yes, it is. Yeah, so not only are these guys surviving in here, but they are thriving. There is a lot of them, and I really do mean a lot of them. Last time I was here, I caught, I believe, 3, but they were mixed in with a lot of like bluer Nile tilapia, a lot of jaguar cichlids. But today, all I'm seeing are these Eastern Happies. I saw a couple big Niles earlier and some suckermouth, sailfin, armored catfish type things. But right now, there are just tons and tons of these Eastern Happy cichlids, which I am very happy with. So I think mixed in with all of these Eastern Happy cichlids that I'm catching are also tons of smaller jewel cichlids, because I'm seeing some fish with like one really distinct spot kind of in the middle of the body along the lateral line, like jewel cichlids do have. And those guys, they're a little smaller, they have smaller mouths, and I think I'm getting a lot of hits from them, except I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get those guys, because those guys are just going to be too small. So I'm still getting lots of hits here, because there's lots of really small fish. I don't know if the GoPro picks it up, but there's like a couple dozen really small fish right there. But those I'm never going to be able to get, just because they're too small. They'll show some interest in this, like they'll chase it. A bunch of them are going after it right now. But even if they like completely open their mouth and try to engulf it, those guys are still too small. Like right now, it looks like there's a little jewel cichlid taking bites out of it. But yeah, there's a lot of fish in here. I'm happy with the 4 Eastern Happies we got so far. Now let's see if we can get a couple more, because that was really the main goal, try to get some Eastern Happies. So let's keep trying to work our way down this canal here, which is a little difficult with the steep sandy bank here. Got him. Nice little Eastern Happy. Yeah, so these guys are a little tougher to catch than when I first got here. I mean, after I got on my first cast, that was going to be easy picking. But we got 5 here in about 40 minutes. Absolutely beautiful, like metallic coloration on the fins. Really gorgeous looking fish. I'm pretty sure there are some jewel cichlids down there as well, but those guys are not going to be able to get hooked. They're biting this thing like crazy, but it's not working out for them. But I'm happy with these Eastern Happy cichlids. We got 5 now. Let's get this one back. I'll keep fishing for a little bit. Maybe we can get 1 or 2 more and then call it a day, because really I just want to see if they were out here, and clearly they still are in some pretty good numbers. look at him. Oh yeah, this is a jewel cichlid. Let's go. Alright, so I knew there were jewel cichlids down there. Finally got a bigger one to bite and we got him hooked. I'm going to try to identify the exact species if I can. In the past, I've just kind of gave up on jewel cichlids because there's so many different species and they're mostly hybrids, but I'm going to try. So this one, it had another spot there when I caught it, and after a few seconds it disappeared. So it's got two spots. Definitely doesn't have a spot there on the tail, and very limited spangling. So I'm going to try really hard to identify this guy because I don't have any jewel cichlids on my life list, just because I've never been able to confidently identify them. Yeah, see, there's a little spot there and another spot there, but no spot on the tail. So it might be like a blood red jewel cichlid, but I'm really not sure. We'll see if we can ID it later. Alright, so I came back to the spot we started in. I am on my last Euro tackle plankton, because these fish, they just keep annihilating this bait. Like, the body's pretty strong, but those two little antenna things keep getting broken up. So this is my last one, because I went through about, I don't know how many I had, maybe 6 of them, 7 of them. And all these little bites that I'm getting are just completely destroying this. Oh, now I'm snagged on the other bank. This kind of fishing is not easy. Now I'm snagged in this palm tree. All right, let's get this unstuck. Let's make a few more casts, and let's see if we can get something else. Alright guys, so that's going to do it, and today was an absolute success. We came here to see if there were still eastern happy cichlids in here, and there definitely are. I caught 5 of them. They're really nice looking fish, not super widespread. This is the only body of water that I'm familiar with that they are still found. They used to be found in a couple other, but from my experience they are not there anymore, and it was great. But this canal is tough fishing, really steep banks, super sandy banks. I actually just slipped and kind of cut my hand up a little bit. So yeah, tough fishing, tons of these like thorny little grasses too that just get stuck in your clothes, but well worth it. We got a couple nice eastern happy cichlids, amazing fish, 1 jewel cichlid which I will try to ID. I've caught plenty of jewel cichlids in my life. It's just so many of them look so similar. A lot of them are hybrids. The state of Florida says that there's only 1 species of jewel cichlid in Florida, but that's probably not correct. There's probably several different species and then hybrids of those species. So we'll see if I could ID it. If we can, that'll be a new addition to the life list, because I've never added one to my life list, just because I've never been able to confidently ID the fish. If I can't confidently ID a fish to like 100% certainty, I don't add it to the list. That's just me. But yeah, this was a really good day. My hand actually really hurts right when I slid down this bank right now. Anyway, hope you guys liked it, and I will see you next time.